Carolina's number hip hop station is Hot 179. Your Dirty J Nick Slides guy on the radio.
DJ Cash, the fly Haitian kid. I'm in the building.
Now, as you know, man, we always do interviews, man. Always have famous folks, and we ain't seen this guy in a long time.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rich Homie Quan is in the building.
Rich Homie, baby.
Hey, where the hell, man? Where you been at, man?
Oh, man, you know, man, I just been chilling, man. Staying in my lane, man. Making shit happen still.
So now we got to talk the truth.
All right.
Okay, so like reality is, you know what I'm saying, living in Atlanta, we always have something called gift and the curse because we have so many kids that turn around and do music 24/7. You got kids that had a summer that don't have the spring. They don't have the winter, can't see the winter, can't spell winter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, they so quick to be like, if they don't see an artist on the scene and act, they be like, you fell off.
Yeah, nah,
so where Quan being for all the naysayers that say you fell off, bro?
For everybody who's saying I fell off, first and foremost, I would say I didn't fall off. I fell back.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something I could afford to fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still getting checks. I'm still on the road every week. And for the naysayers, man, if you ever wonder what I'm doing, you could just go Google me, bro. Okay. You know what I'm saying? My network's still popping up. I'm still working M's.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still on the road. I'm still delivering my message. Just staying in my lane. I don't got to be loud to do it. You know what I'm saying? The loudest one in the room usually the broken. Right. So if I be the quietest one, hopefully I could be the richest.
Right.
But you see, like, nowadays we live in, I guess, what we could call like a microwave culture. Where everything is just like so quick. It's just like, so if you're not doing 100, you're not dropping 100 mixtapes, 100 albums at one time. How is it? Because I know you still recording and everything.
Yes,
like, how is it like, how do you not feel the pressure to be like, I didn't fall off. Look at this. Let me drop this. Let me drop this. Let me drop that.
Me, man, how do I deal with it? Wake up every day, thank God, look at my surroundings. You feel me? Like, that's how I know I ain't fall off. Like, every day I wake up in a beautiful home. I'm able to see, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people around me with smiles on their face. Right. So despite how people feel, I know what God has done for me. Right. So like the same.
What pressures you not to drop the music though? Sometimes when you be like, all right, I know sometimes there's a method. There's a method to the artist's madness.
I would say like it's really not a pressure. It's just like it has to be a strategic plan for one. So like even if I just want to drop some music like fast, I know I need to get with my team and discuss a strategic plan before I just put the music out. Because even if I just put the music out, like, I'm not gonna benefit from it. Right. So I want to make sure I benefit from it. Like I think that's a lot of mistakes I was making in the past. Like a lot of stuff I was doing, I wasn't benefiting like the way I could have been benefiting from it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So now just like, yeah, of course, if I could, I would want to drop every hot song after I do it. But like, man, we got a business still to worry about. Like, it's a lot of fans who don't know a lot about the business that goes on. Beats have to be bought. You know what I'm saying? Agreements have to be signed. So like, you know, when somebody able to get in that lane, you know what I'm saying, they'll see it. But as to the people, I'm trying. You feel me?
So the word on the street is this whole new project that's out right now, Coma, is independent.
Yeah, independent, man. This really like my first time ever been independent since I've been a rapper. So like I don't gotta split my money with nobody. That's what independent means, because a lot of us be saying independent, but we really not independent. We signed to an independent label, which you don't own. You know what I'm saying? So when I was saying independent the first time, I was saying I was signed to an independent label. You feel me? So like now I don't have to split my money with nobody.
It's like what Dame Dash says. If it's not your money that's being put up, then you're just really a supervisor.
Like, and then that's just being real, like you rent it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being, everything you do gonna have to be paid. You know what I'm saying? You see all these independent labels, but how many of these artists created the independent label? Very scarce, and you know what I'm saying? It's very small. Like,
and you got a real good structure behind you too.
Yeah, so it's like,
and your pops.
Yeah, of course. So like, it's like I couldn't have been an upcoming artist starting off independent because I wouldn't know nothing. Like you say, it's growing pains. It's something I had to learn, like to cross my T's and dot my I's. And like right now, man, this part of the gift that's paying off. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been cursed all the mother years. So now like I don't got to split my money with nobody. Won't have to call to get nothing cleared.
Right.
You feel me? But producers and stuff still have to be paid, so I have to pay it out of my money, which, you know, I just have to be mindful of the beats I pick. Try not to go to no big Swiss beats. I'm like $100,000 beats when you can get some of these young kids who hunger, like $2,500. So it just be like making bigger business ventures and stuff that makes sense that'll help you have longevity.
Basically maturing.
Yeah, that's all, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists don't know about that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so you were speaking about just like the things that happened in the past. Like what are some of the things that happened in the past that you was like, man, this rap is
For one, like doing features for a lot of people and not getting features back in return. Like earlier, like I was just so amped up to like, if a big artist call, I've been a big artist with this person, but not understanding the business, I think looking at it more so from a fan, being around these other artists and not knowing, like, you know, your name hold weight too, little bro. You feel me? Right. And when I understood, like, my name started holding weight. It was almost like a little bit too late. You feel me? So it was like, nah, man, let's just work it back up, man. Get it back up. Make them call again. Make them call you. You feel me? So that's just really what my confidence been. And when you want him, my confidence just wasn't as high as it is now, back as it is now.
So how did you get that confidence back? Because a lot of people fall back and they go through different things in life. First of all, life is stressful as hell. And we always been told more money, more problems. You see what I'm saying? Like, and things you get bigger, you get more responsibility. Like, so how was it even getting your mind back to the point where it's like, you know what, it's time for me to put out new music. It's time. I'm back in my mental health is in the right position. How did you get back to that point?
I would just say, man, it probably just came over time. Like, the reassurance from my fans, though, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't tell you exactly what it was. I don't know, like, when it was, but, like, my confidence, it all just came back, man. I ain't gonna say I read a certain post. I just felt like people had wrote me off. I felt like they was still wondering, like, what is Quan doing? And I just wanted to answer questions with music, opposed to doing it with an interview.
Right.
Opposed to doing it with a big old caption. Man, do it with some music. Show them what you been doing.
Right.
Let them hear the growth. You feel me? Like, I was trying to show and not tell. You know what I mean?
I think that's what makes the legendary artist legendary.
Yeah.
One, because they don't drop every single year.
Yeah, like,
they don't drop every month. They don't drop. And then two, you can listen to a project and know where they were at that point in their life.
Exactly.
Just by listening to the project.
That's how I feel too. Like, it's not a handbook to this game we in. You feel me? There ain't no rules. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like the way God got it set up for me, it's just my way. I ain't studying nobody else's blueprint. I'm trying to create my own.
Right.
I want a kid to be inspired. Like, man, I want to do it the way Quan did it, because the way I'm doing it ain't like the way nobody else has done it. You feel me? So it's almost like, make my own history, man. Just because everybody went right, I want to be the one cat that go left and show them I can still get to the destination. It may take me a little longer, but I'm going to still get to where I want to go by doing it my way.
Is it scary, though, like, kind of going, you know, all these years being a big artist on big labels with big budgets, got big features, big, like you said, now the business of it is very different.
Yeah.
Now that's directly coming out of your pocket, clearance.
Everything.
Like, you know what I mean? The fees, everything. Like, is it scary, like, knowing, like, you're about to embark in this journey that where it's all you? The success or the failure depends on you.
Not really, because if you look at it, despite if it hit or miss, bro, I've already succeeded, and that's my motto. Like, despite what the people say, by me being independent, being able to make my own money, bro, that's succeeding. Despite how you put it, I don't have to spend my money. I don't have to split my money with nobody. I've already won. So despite, let's just say, Coma does 10,000 first. We'll just say 10,000, whenever. Opposed to me being with a label and them do 40. I might make more money with it selling a 10 opposed to I did with a 50,000 or 80,000 with a
Ain't
major
no mic.
label. I'm just being honest.
There's no mic.
So,
you
like,
make more
your
money.
L is considered a W to me. So, like, we got to get out of the spot where what we consider L's and W's. Man, as long as you winning, you know you ain't where you, and you know you're not where you was at last year, dog, you won, bro. So, and that's my mind frame.
So how you deal with this? Like, because I feel like a lot of things in the game is bullshit.
Yeah.
Glitz and glamour. Like, a lot of people claiming they got this and they got that, but don't really got it.
Of course.
Like, how do you deal with that aspect? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I think just being human and regular, and Instagram is so you can see everything that everybody's doing.
Yeah.
In the world we live in right now, you kind of almost somewhat slightly base your life of what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Like, knowing, like, and like, even with, and I feel like it was your choice to fall back, but knowing that you was up here.
Yeah.
And to see all the peers that you was up there with keep going and you just chilling, like, and relaxing. Because when you sit back, you get a chance to see everything that's going on. You get a different view. So how do you even deal with that? You know what I'm saying? With just like self-confidence and stuff.
Yeah, for one, like, when I was up at that point, I felt like I didn't really have nothing to get to the people. You feel me? Opposed to what me going out buying cars and jewelry. It's bigger than that. I've learned more that it's bigger than that. And with me falling back a little while, it gave me a little more something to offer. So now, what am I offering now? I mean, I got the game, bro. I know which way to do it. You can really do it this way. You know what I'm saying? To make a whole lot more. Like, at the point when I'm at the best of my career, I'm lost as hell, man. I don't know nothing. You feel me? So it's different. Like, what you want to have the world and be lost? Or have nothing and, like, got the knowledge of it. You could build an empire. So I'd rather build an empire broke, bro. Not saying I'm broke. I don't want to put that out there. I'm not broke. You feel me? Like, nothing like that. But like I'm saying, like, I don't have all those barriers under me. I don't have to do it your way.
Right.
You know
but
what I mean?
It takes so long for people to realize that. Like, at what point did you realize that? Because I still see these guys out here just making money and making these companies millions and millions of dollars still don't get it. Yeah. Like, they still ignorant to the whole game. Like, what made you be like, you know what? Let me sit back and step back and really focus on my life and see what the fuck is going on with Quan. What the fuck is going on with my business? Like, when did you decide to be like, you know what? Let me fall back and learn this.
I would probably say that moment probably came like when we was going through everything with TIG before I signed with Capital. You know what I'm saying? I would say at that point, you know what I mean? I was like, I got to just get on my ish, like, because tomorrow everything could be gone and I won't have nothing to show for it. So it's like, let me make sure my business stuff, taken care of. So like at the end of the day, if I don't want to drop another song, man,
I'm good.
I'm straight, man. That's all I want to, like, if I don't drop nothing else today, if Coma never came out, I just want to make sure I'm straight. And that's what it was all about, man. Let me get on top of my game. You feel me? So like.
So tell me this, the young people that's listening, how important is it to know your business? Like I've always felt like especially with black people, I always like I'm pro-black now. You know what I'm saying? I rock with my white people. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly, like, because I just feel like if we don't be that, if we don't take advantage of teaching these young cats that may not have a father, like we in an epidemic, like a lot of people ain't got a father. Your dad right here with you, so kicking game. So the mistakes that he made, he already hit you the game. You got some big homies around you, Monte around you. So a lot of mistakes that you could make, possibly that you would have made, you didn't make them because you had a big homie. But we have lack of big homies around. So I've always kicked game about just like kids learning their business. So why is learning your business and being educated in the business that you're in so important?
Oh man, for one, like it's just important. Like that's almost like a job description. You would want to know what your job consists of before you enter that job.
Give me street terms for the ones that's in the streets.
Oh man, you want to know like how many percent, like what's your percentage going to be after your show? How much does my manager get? How much does the producer get? Because
it goes to taxes.
Yeah, like how much is my budget? First and foremost, we need to find out how much is my budget. Then like you say taxes, I think that's big too. Like man, when they first hit me, it was taxes. I was thinking about like I saw a Dro interview. I was thinking like taxes was the $7 on you go buy a bag of chips. $1.70.
Tell me the truth about this taxes, man.
Man, so you got to think about it. Like I think what every $1.25 million you got to pay. And I think like every $1 million I got to get like $250 back.
So it's
like
$250,000.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm talking like dollar
because you enter a different tax bracket.
Yeah, it's a tax bracket.
Exactly.
People and depending on what you making though, bro. Like only because like you got some percentiles for like despite like the more money you make. And like it sounds crazy, but the more money you make, it's almost like the less they take. So like if you like follow the middle range, I think it's almost they get you for like 38%, man. So you got to think about that. 38% of the money you make, you got to get back. That's even crazy. So if I get $1 million, it's 38% of $1 million. That might be more than $250.
But
what
a lot of people really
so now I
got
to make $2 million to really like to enjoy the one.
Right.
Yeah. I really got to grind hard enough for two to enjoy the one.
Another thing I feel like our community and our artists don't know is that is something like taxes. You know what I mean? They don't really understand the algorithm of taxes and how it works. Because even if you making this a certain type of money, the way taxes work, if you reinvest that money, or if you do something that the government can't do that they're trying to do, you don't have to pay taxes at all.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Like if you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, they talk about assets and liabilities. Learning what's the difference between the two. And if you invest in assets, you don't have to pay no taxes at all. You know what I'm saying? If you take that $1 million and buy an apartment complex, they don't charge you no taxes on that money at all because you just bought property. You might have to pay the property tax at some point, but that property is gonna bring you money anyway, and then you don't have to pay money on that money that you get from the, so stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I've been on. Like that's what I've been on lately though. Like it's supposed like, what I'm saying, real estate.
Right.
Like really buying the block back, buying the land back. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about it, like the shoes, the jewelry, the cars, man, it's gonna depreciate, man. Perfect story. Bro, I had the first Bentley truck in Atlanta, bro.
Wow.
Man, I paid I'd say like $263 with taxes plus tax.
$300,000.
It's worth $150 now,
bro. My brother totaled my truck. Like I was in Dubai like a month ago. How much? I think they sent me like a check back for like $168, and I paid $300,000 for the truck. Now. So I'm just that goes to show you like
$100,000.
But I did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Like, wait till the people on the ground see me with the truck. I'm gonna get them lights. You know what I'm saying? That's just where my mind was at. But like when that insurance sent that check back, cancel that. I'm not even like they can keep the cars like. At the same time, my van outside gonna get me from point A to point B, just like the same thing the $300,000 car was gonna do. So like I tell my dad all the time, like 20 years from now, bro, I'll be 50. Like I still want to be rich, be able to do whatever I want to do, how I do it. And if I keep buying Bentleys and jewelry to keep up with the Joneses, 20 years from now, man, this shit gonna be gone.
So let's keep it real, like real Holyfield. You know what I'm talking about?
Real
why
deal.
do you feel? Why do you feel? Because I know I have my feelings. Why do you feel like our culture, black people, our people, our young people, spend so much money just to impress niggas that ain't got no money?
The ground, man. I would.
You think it's?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say
that was
like,
happening before Instagram.
Like, I would
man.
just say that. I would just like it's deeper than that. Self-hate, man. I think it starts with like self-hate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something instilled in us. Like, I don't know, man. It could go back to slavery. It could go back from how the white man did us. I don't know really what to pinpoint on, but I ain't gonna lie. It's been some days. I remember growing up just in school with like, I just like, hey, man, them shoes clean, but like they look better on me. I don't know where it came from. Like, we've all like hated before. But like, I don't know, man. I just feel like, because we not together, we're more separated opposed to being together.
But that's the problem, though. Like the Jews, they come together.
Yeah, like
the
that's
Asians,
everybody but us. Like, but us.
But we don't
ain't
know
gonna
how
want to measure him
right.
because he may have more money than me.
Exactly.
And opposed to letting it multiply, just like, so that's what I think our biggest problem is we're separated as a culture, period. Like, we make it seem like culture and everything, but in deep reality, we're separated, man.
Let me ask you this, but when you talk about black culture, how do you feel about supporting black businesses? You know what I mean? Like young black businesses.
I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna just be honest. Like me, bro, what it got to be? Because like, I be telling myself like I want to support like black businesses, but like, bro, we don't even know how to handle the business first. Like, you call black, like it ain't the same. Like the time, like the way your customer service.
Facts.
Put it like that. Your customer service, like I prefer it. Like I would rather spend with the black man, but like we don't get the same treatment. Like, those top business give you, bro. You mean like feeling like a customer? I thought the customer's always right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get with the black man, the customer wrong, the business is right. I'm just being honest, bro.
Right. No, tell the truth. Because I feel like we need to speak on that.
I'm gonna be honest, like.
I heard you say though earlier, like you used to blow checks in the mall every week, and you said you don't even go to the mall no more.
Man, I ain't been to the mall in 3 years, man. I'm just being honest. I just like if you get I gotta keep buying money on this attribute, bro. I'm an MN. I'm $1 million plus in clothes, like, so I gotta keep spending money on these shoes every week. I bought these shoes 20 times. You still don't notice me? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm mad. If you create a superstar, you only get 99 points for attribute. Man, we spent the 99 points. If you get them, like, your speed already 99, how faster can you go?
Hello.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how flyer can I be, bro? I've already spent the M.
Right.
Montclair is Montclair, despite when it came out, bro.
Right.
It's still Montclair. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, so in our mind, we got, like, when is enough enough? That's what I had to get in my mind.
And on real, if you really take care of your shoes, I got some Louis Vuitton shoes.
Man, no, like I told them,
years ago.
go back to that watch.
Yeah.
I told them that's the same watch from Reloaded, bro.
Yeah, Reloaded.
Bro, and I made that song 8 years ago.
I still
You know what
got
I'm
it.
saying? He still got it, man. Look, brand new still.
Yep.
And like I told him, I shout him out on that song because I saw it. Like,
But you know what's crazy?
He's the first rapper that shouted me out too. I got to pinpoint that. Appreciate that.
You know what's crazy? That watch appreciated more in value than that Bentley.
say it again.
You know
You feel me?
what I
Like,
mean?
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
So it's like, like I think it really starts like in the household growing up, man. We instill the wrong things in our kids. That's what it started. We instill the wrong things in our kids to be mad at other
But
people.
the problem is though too, like we don't know money, so we can't teach money.
And when we get money,
Say that one more
and
time.
then like,
Cass.
bro,
My brother, we don't know money. We can't but it's the thing too. But even in our schools don't teach you
how to say
how to pay taxes.
Yeah, or like-
Forget saving, because saving doesn't make you rich.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't tell you how to invest.
Yes,
They
you're
don't
right.
tell you once you get that money what to do with the money. They don't teach us any of that. So it's difficult. So it's like your first M, you gotta figure it out.
Listen, I saw an interview and I was saying somebody said like to this day, man, I haven't used the term. What's the term Einstein made? Square MC the root, like what it was, 3.4
equals MC squared.
When have you used any of that in the everyday world? That's the point
Right.
I'm making. When have you seen, geometry in your everyday world?
Most people don't even know what that
that's
means.
what I'm saying.
E equals
But,
MC
like, so
squared.
that's what we should have something on, like you say, how to invest. You know what I'm saying? Real estate. You should have a class on real estate. Economics, period.
You know what I encourage all the young people, like especially the young blacks, get you a trade. As whack as you think that is, you get you a trade, you always gonna have some work. Right. Everybody always gonna need. I know a dude right now. It's my dog, my boy, my partner. He owns a heating cooling company.
Yes.
He's rolling around here in the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
He's bought a gas station.
Right.
He's working on making his other gas station, and he does heating and cooling.
But even
With a
simpler,
trade, right?
With a
Correct.
trade.
Something
even
that's not-
simpler, even simple in school, they should teach you how to pay taxes.
Yeah.
That should
be
be a
simple.
course. That should be
You
a
should
class.
know, even if you don't pay them, you
Basic
should know where
tax
they are.
information.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, we
but they're
should
not
know.
gonna teach you that because that's how they win.
Yeah.
If you don't know the loopholes, you don't know how to move, then that's what keeps you down. So you know what I mean?
That's
so
what
it's
I'm
all
saying.
about.
Like, I didn't learn about taxes, man, till I made my first million. And
Right.
that's sad, though. But the difference is, like, now I'm able to know at the age I know, I can teach my son before he gets to the age to even make a million.
Right.
I don't want him to find out about taxes after he's made the money. He didn't know about it before he makes it.
Right.
But then he goes in there with a different mindset. But Dad, they got him take the test. I need to be trying to make $5 million really. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because like my whole, like growing up, my goal was just to get $1 million and have a big house with a picket fence. After I became a millionaire, bro, I was so stuck, and I think that's the part where nobody heard with music because I made the money. I had scratched out. Imagine writing your goals down. You little, like, I want to be this when I grow up. Stuff that's far-fetched.
Right.
But you really do them.
Right.
But you uptake them, and I hit every one, so it's almost like, bro.
What am I supposed to do next?
Nah, but I blame my teachers because you didn't make my horizon big enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only because the kids I was surrounded with, you gave me this. It's going to be hard to become a millionaire. No, it ain't, baby. Because I'm going to apply myself. And after I done that, it was like, man, I was just stuck. So imagine, like, you got the house with the picket fence. What I'm saying, like, I crossed out every one. And it's like, damn. You feel me?
Right.
But then I got past that point, though.
Right. So this is a question. Like, so I see I read comments and everything like that. And artists from Atlanta that y'all had really good chemistry. Is it a possibility that we ever get another Rich Homie Quan or Thug record together?
Man,
I say anything's possible.
Yeah, I would say anything's possible. It's open.
But you wouldn't be against it.
No, I wouldn't be against it, man. As long as it made sense. You feel me? Like, it ain't, I mean, it's always been what the people has made it to be. You feel me? To this day, man, bro, still ain't had no conversation about that. So even if the conversation happened, I don't know which way the conversation would which turn it would take. But like I say, I'm all ears for the conversation. Put it like that.
Right. This is my thing that I just dislike. That you got two young black men, awesome artists, doing their great thing. Like, if the noise didn't disrupt things, it could go almost forever, and you guys can talk. Like, when you see Aerosmith and the Rolling Stones, they're in their 50s and 60s and still touring to this day. That's what I would love to see with you and the Thug and whoever else. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you another, but bloodshed was shed doing this. But even like we're never ever gonna get to see a Gucci and Jeezy show like so badly. I want another So Icy so bad.
You feel me?
So bad. Like,
you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, it be egos, man.
Right.
You feel me? Like the people, I ain't gonna lie, the people will create something that is not or make it bigger than what it is, and by that time,
it's gone.
You don't made your money, you don't made so much, I don't made so much. Egos up just so high, we ain't even on that no more.
Right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? But like I told y'all, I'm all ears for the conversation. Like, I don't know where we'll go after that, but I'm all ears for the conversation. You feel me?
That's a real man answer.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of that stuff we did, a lot of those decisions we made, man, was over 5-6 years ago. You know what I mean? I'm old enough now, grown enough now. We can sit down and talk about it. If that's what you want to do or not, and I respect that also. Let's just one met on it.
But me and Monte was even talking about this before, but I think everything starts with a conversation.
Yeah,
it might not even happen right away.
Yeah, but a conversation. I mean? Like that's why I say, like, I'm all ears for the conversation, because the conversation gonna let you know where everything's gonna go after that. It's gonna give you the the introduction. Right. Like, we gotta introduce it. Like, we can't.
And it takes a certain type of man to be able to have the conversation. You know what I'm saying? That shows a lot of growth and maturity for a man to sit down and have a conversation.
Of course.
You know
so on the record, on the album Coma, there's a song called Old Quan.
Yeah.
And we talk about everybody wants the old Quan.
Yeah.
But old Quan just trying to be a better Quan.
So I'm gonna tell you where I got at with this song. Okay, we was in Cali. I remember recording it, but the song, it's a song I supposed to been made a long time ago. Everywhere I go, I promise you, bro. Man, you remember that still going in, man? I was that Quan, bro. Used to go like that. But like me as an artist, what I be wanting people to understand, it's like me walking up to Jeezy and say, Jeezy, man, you remember you had that, what's the one he had? Trap or Die. Jeezy, you got to go back. Nah, man, you don't expect me to evolve.
Right.
And that's so like the old Quan song was just letting people know, like, I understand. I read all the comments. I liked that part of my life too. It got me where I am, but at some point, I can't keep making it. Can't judge a song. Like, I want you to hear where I'm at now, where I see myself going now. I'm just evolving. So it's like, but I want the old Quan. But just search Quan and just look and just see I'm a better me. Don't even go for old Quan, new Quan. Just look for Quan.
But even so, like, artists typically write songs from the space that they're in at the time.
Yeah.
You not in that space anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You rich now. It's hard to write songs about being in the trenches when you rich. You know what I'm saying?
Like I told y'all, it came from just me trying to get back to that hunger stage. Like, bro, that's much I stayed in the house for like 2 years. No radio, no nothing. Only trying to get myself back in that hunger mode. What was I doing 7 years ago that I'm not doing now that would have me hungry? I ain't had this ice on. I ain't had these jewelry or these cars. Stay in the house and get back hungry, man.
And that speaks a lot of value, because a lot of people can't sit in the house for 2 years and not do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I sat in the house, bro, 2 years. Like, to this day, I still don't listen to the radio. But like, I didn't listen to the radio for 2 years, and that got me like, I saw the lowest part of me, just like, you feel me, like the way I was handling my girl, the way I was just, talking to people. But it got me back to get my confidence up. I had to hit that lowest peak though, bro. I promise you. You feel me? I had to hit that peak just to get back strong again, man. Just to have that confidence again. Just to be able to inspire again. You feel me? I just had to hit my lowest, like stay in the house, cut everything off. You feel me? I didn't change my number though. To this day, I probably had this number the longest. I just don't. If somebody was calling, I wasn't picking up the phone.
Right.
You weren't calling this more before.
Right.
Don't call now.
Don't call me now.
I'm
So
just trying to cut
what
off
made
everything.
you say, all right, it's time to drop this project?
It wasn't even that. I think my dad just texted one day like, hey, man, drop some music. Because the music, we had already done all the business for the music. I said, what, about 3-4 months ago? Yeah, 3-4 months ago, the business. So we had paid for all the beats. Was just really just waiting for, I think they was just waiting when I was going to be in the right space. You feel me? And like, I don't know, man. I think it was more so we just bought a new house. Like, I'm in a new mind frame, man. I'm going to leave all my old skeletons in the old house.
Right.
And whatever we had going on then, let's move, new house,
New
new
energy.
mind frame, new energy, man,
Yeah.
new everything. And like I say, the Bentley truck was wrecked, and that hurt me. But that's saying I had already bought the house, I just had moved, y'all. Let's just go to the new house, new thoughts, new everything.
Right.
And maybe that was part of it. Like
Yeah,
maybe that
God don't make mistakes.
Yeah,
that's all. That's what I
saying.
be thinking. Like God don't make no mistakes. Like of course, man, I could have went to buy 5 more trucks. But like now the lesson I get from the truck, you don't even need no.
Hey, you talking about?
You feel me? So that's the
That was
lesson I get. That's God.
$150,000 lesson,
Yeah,
right?
like man, I got you in $1 million house, man. Look how I'm still blessing you.
Right.
You feel me? So I just look at it in those aspects and just look at it like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm still blessed, bro. Tremendous. Like I say, without Coma, bro, if I ain't dropped no more music, God has blessed me tremendously. You feel me? And I still wake up thankful. You feel me? I know I've been able to touch lives, bro. And that's like, I think that's what God wanted me here for. Like my voice, the biggest thing I got.
Right.
You feel me? But I got to voice my opinion. You know what I mean? Even if it's with the beat or without one, just always speak your mind and be real, man. You feel me?
And bro, like just brother to brother, like I can definitely see the change in you.
Yeah.
Like definitely just from you pulling up on me doing the song we did a long time ago. Like he pulled up, like, and it's still the same Quan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think we done had our differences and Monte put 2 brothers back together, like, man, y'all need to talk. And it was all love once we understood. You know what I'm saying? So even I encourage everybody, like conversation is everything. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You sit down and you see the point of view of each other. You know what I'm saying? You can come with an agreement and still be homies, still be friends. It ain't about just having smoke and
If
having
if we can't agree to disagree, bro, maybe we ain't friends or homies. Or we ain't as close as we think we are.
Right.
You feel me? Like, what relationship perfect? You mean tell me y'all been close for 20 years, y'all ain't never got to argue?
And some relationships need to come to an end.
You feel me?
Sometimes all right, cool.
I want to see
It's
you
run
mad.
its
I need to
course.
see your reaction. I need to
Right.
know, like, when we get mad in front of somebody, like, how you gonna react? Like, come on, you my dog. Well, I know, like, well, I don't need to say this because it's gonna tick him off. You feel me? So it's like, bro, we know all our boundaries with each other.
Right.
Like, you feel me? It's gonna be up and down. If that shit too up, something wrong, bro. I don't care. That's what a relationship. That's what anything. If
Right.
anything too up, man, hey man, we need to go see counseling.
Yeah, you talking about for real. So what's next for Rich Homie Quan as far as business wise? I mean, I see you
business-wise,
jumping into real estate.
Yeah, real
buying
estate.
up the hood.
Real estate, buying up the hood, man. One thing I want to do, man. I think like I don't know if I want to do it with elementary. I think I want middle schools, kids like going into high schools. If I could almost like adopt, I wouldn't say adopt, that's a strong word, but I'm gonna tell y'all. Mentor. Okay, mentor a kid for like a month, going from middle school to high school, teaching them the dynamics of saving, teaching them the dynamics of investment. Because let him know the next 4 years of his life gonna be the most important of your whole life, man. I'm telling you, I've been there, and I know like my 8th grade going to high school, that was my biggest transformation, bro. If I could have had somebody to talk to me, not saying I'm pretty sure if I would have had somebody to talk to me, I wouldn't probably be doing what I'm doing today.
Right.
But if I can just talk to like them kids coming up that need the extra guidance, that's all I want to do, man. That ain't for the check. That's just for the like to give back to my black kids.
But I think that's dope. But I mean, maybe
dope.
we could put that together, like, you know what I'm saying?
And at
Maybe
the
we
end
could
of the mentor, man, start the kid out with a little $200-$300 in the bank account, man.
Right.
Just give them something. You know what I mean?
That's another thing schools don't teach you. How to balance a bank account, a checkbook.
But that's
You know what I
that's how I
mean?
need to start though. Like it starts right there. I feel like the kids should be going to school. They should be, you know what I mean, have a account or something. Learn how to manage money, man.
Right.
Like why you think so many high school? I mean, them college kids, bro, dropping out the press. Like, man, you know how many college kids I growed up like. I want to go to college, man. Them college kids ain't doing nothing now. They looking at me like, man, I should never went to college like Quan.
I should have rapped. Yeah.
You feel me? So like, how you think that feel to a college somebody who I watch like hit the books every day, an A student? I know, man.
Trades.
I ain't even care.
Not only that, got into debt.
You feel me?
Doing it.
Like, come on, bro. Like that's half of the U.S. That's half of society.
I think it's
It's
more than
big,
half
you
now. I
feel
think
me?
it's 70-something%.
I
like-
definitely like touching on that with that mentorship. I definitely think we could do
like,
that.
that'll be
like,
dope, man.
Figure it out for 2020.
You feel me?
what I'm saying?
Like, I think growing up, like when I used to get excited about the 100 black men. What it used
March,
to be that.
Million Man March.
Man, you know how excited I want to be just to be around one of them big brothers, 100 men. Like, so like, I just know it'd be dope for a child to able to be around a superstar in the flesh. Like, it ain't even about the money. Just getting advice, like Just, you know what I'm saying, seeing the road. If I see this,
seeing it's possible.
Come on, then bro. Maybe get some guys involved that do have trades, like you say, because like I feel like the trades go overlooked, but they are something that is so powerful and can impact a young man's life with or without college.
Yeah, like even like, cause I don't want to be nothing involved in the studio with the kids, cause like I think more kids are going to the music. Not saying I don't want to shatter your dreams, but a backup plan. We got to have a backup plan. That's what it's about, having a backup plan.
Right. Or having a. Well, I find more people don't have a success plan.
Yeah.
Because, all right, what happens when you do make it? What do you do with the money?
Yeah,
what do you do with the $1 million house? What do you do with
the...
Because you find out, like, more people have a backup plan than a success plan.
You,
all right, you got it now. Like you said, you checked off all the boxes. What now? So you got to, I think that's just as important.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Too, bro, because I promise that's the part that you start pulling your hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm honest, like, bro, because you didn't plan for that.
Right.
It's hard to do something we planned for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even this interview, I knew it was going to go on, so I coached myself this morning, last night. You know, I'm just being honest. That's like, if you know you're finna do something big that people are going to be able to see or people are going to be able to hear, you're going to coach yourself if you care about what you're doing.
And that's a preparation. You just taught a million boys just watching this right now.
I'm just being honest. Like, whatever I want to do, like, if I know I got an interview tomorrow, oh, man, tonight I know I need to go to sleep at the proper time. So, you know what I mean? I need to eat the proper thing. And I'm asking myself questions like, you go to my Instagram, not Instagram, but my Safari. I was just on interviews because I know like, I ain't been doing this in a while.
Right.
I was doing what it was second nature.
Right.
I haven't been doing them, so I just prepared myself. You know what I'm saying?
If you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah.
That's real, man. Well, definitely, bro, I'm proud of you, man. Salute to you. Salute to all the new music.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Coming out, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can link up 2020 and do that mentorship.
We linked this Saturday already. You know what I'm saying? I'm done.
We ain't going to say well because they ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's a Stewie favor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we going to pull up.
I'm pulling up to that house, man. You got that thing clean. I gotta get my background right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my background.
That's the whole thing.
Right.
We gonna challenge everybody out there, man. Hey, can you 360 your background? What's your background look like? Can you 360 in your house?
Do you got furniture?
No, that's what we started the 360 challenge. That's what you got to do.
Is your mattress not on the ground?
It got to be the 360. Like, sometimes I done just went to the bathroom, like, you know, they lighting, but we gotta do the whole walk around.
You gotta do the 360.
Yeah.
So look, I'm gonna do the 360 challenge. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna tag Quan.
Tag me in it. We're going viral with this. We're going viral with this. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, bro,
you look cute, girl, but prove to me you ain't sleeping on an air mattress.
Yeah, exactly.
We planning for success in 2020, y'all.
Yeah.
You feel me? No cap.
No cap, man. So definitely, I want to thank you for kicking it with us, man. Holding us down, man. Definitely much blessings. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can get that karma all the way hot so we can get you back on that birthday bash stage.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? People got to see you.
They got to see
the
homie. That's the goal. That's the goal. So I just wrote that down on my list. Hopefully we can get that scratched off.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying?
Let's get it poppin', man. Durtty Boyz, holla 79. Rich homie Quan, you dig? Rich homie, baby.